Seattle. Okay. Ooh, Seattle. Man, beautiful city. Hey,
Yes.
Seattle's gorgeous, man. Especially, in the summer. Washington State's gorgeous.
Ugh, I'd love to travel over to the West Coast. I've been all along the East Coast. I've been in every single state along the East Coast, but West Coast, never been there.
Oh, dude, it's nice, right? In the summer. Then you get like I don't know how many months of just dreary weather. I was there for 3 years. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah, I don't know how you did
Uh,
that.
yeah, it's kind of depressing, but it's great. Their fan base is insane. I think the Sounders fan base is way more insane than the Seahawks fans are because you can see Seahawks fans with their 12 fan jersey out during a game, and then they're asking you what the score is. Okay, you're not really a fan; you just jumped on the wagon. But not all Seahawks fans are like that. But they're loud, man, and that stadium really, really creates it. I went to a few Sounders games there, man. It gets crazy.
Really?
Yeah, and the food. Oh my god, Asian food. Oh my god, they're so great. Shout out to our Asian Americans and Asian. Uh, they are so good. Like they're so good. And I love food. And they're great people. Dude, it's awesome. It's always an awesome experience. Had dim sum there. Amazing. You should check it out sometime. But anyways, I digress. Let's go into the moves here. So we got key additions and resignings. We're looking at Carlos Dunlap came back after Seattle, cut him, released him, and then they like, hey, come back. Chris Carson comes back, right? It's good. Gabe Jackson in trade. They needed some help, you know.
Mhm.
Russell was over here banging on the door, like, listen, you either get me some beef or I'm out. And I don't think that's enough, but he's a little upset. You got Kerry Hyder, the end. Uh, Gerald Everett, tight end, not bad. And there goes Witherspoon, right? So Witherspoon actually leaves 49ers and goes to Seattle. They keep their center. Uh, I always butcher this name.
No, I don't even wanna try, bro.
I always, I always, I'm sorry, Ethan, but I mean, even when I'm watching the games and I hear them say it, but like when I look at it, it's just like it's off to me, man. Um, it's just some names on here. Jordan Simmons, another guard. So they're trying to address some moves, right? Then you got key departures, Shaquille Griffin, right? He leaves, but you bring in Witherspoon.
Mhm.
Jacob Hollister leaves, and he had some good PT with Seattle. I mean, he didn't have a crazy amount of PT with New England, and they were trying to use him the best way they could. But he had way more PT with Seattle. You got Carlos Hyde gone, David Moore gone, which I thought they were going to keep. I thought David Moore was a guy maybe that would sneak in, keep him in there, but I guess not. I guess some other teams, you know, bid for his services. And then Philip Dorsett. So they lost a little bit to their wide receiving core.
Mhm.
But the re-signings and some of these signings are good. I like trying to give some of the beef, but it's not enough, Seattle. I mean, listen, Russell Wilson's been running for his life for as long as I can remember. I feel like it really started when they traded for Jimmy Graham. Um, they traded their center at the time. I forgot his name. But they traded him for Jimmy Graham on offense, and we know that wasn't fantastic, right? Jimmy Graham never really put up those, crazy numbers that he's had in the past with the Saints ever since he left. So that was weird. And I think their offensive woes really took off from there, and it really never got fixed. They tried to address it in draft trades, free agency, but Russell Wilson's been running for that for his life, man. It's been so bad, and he's such a good quarterback. Beautiful touch on the ball, beautiful throws down deep. Give the man some protection. I'm a big Russell Wilson fan, so please, please, Seattle, for heaven's sakes, get this man some protection. If not, this is what you get out of me right here. What do you think?
So first, I'm just gonna start off with Russ. So obviously not much has really come down about like anything that he's gonna do as far as actually staying with Seattle or whatnot. At this point, I feel like they're just doing what they can to try and just make him happy and try and upgrade this offense a little bit more to his standards. Uh, I just think at that point you might as well just let him run it the way that he wants to run it. I mean, you have a lot of quarterbacks out here that are doing that. And thing is, the thing is that he's done this many a times before. He's a great he knows what he needs. Let the man run it.
Right.
Let the man pick who he wants
Yes.
and go from there.
Yes.
Let the man do what he got to do to get a W. Like
Right.
why does it got to be so difficult? Why do we have to sit here and play this game of, oh yeah, I guess we'll just do this and we'll do that?
Right.
No, stop.
When
Let the
when it,
man pick who he wants to pick.
where is the real trust in Russell? He is a star in this league. Other quarterbacks can be like, hey, call their own plays, say they need help, go to the owner, whatever. Hey, listen, like, we got to fix this. We don't know what happens behind closed doors, but I'm sure they have a lot of say in everything. And if you're not going to give Russell Wilson the respect that he's earned and deserves, right, and treat him like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady when it comes to respect of the offense and letting him do his thing, then trade him. Let somebody else take care of him the way that he should, and let him take the reins. Because if not, come on, dude, we don't want to see this. Come on, Seattle.
It
Come
just
on, Pete.
blows my mind because
Absolutely.
this man deserves it. He out of all of the quarterbacks that you can sit here and let take control of how your offense is going to operate and let the man make some decisions on that. You're going to let this specific guy do it. He is the most humble of
Oh,
quarterbacks.
absolutely.
He is the most humble of quarterbacks, and you're
Absolutely.
not going to let that man take you to where you need to go. He's saying, yo, let me take you to the promised land. Stop
Right.
holding me back, or else
Right.
I'm going to go to another team and I'm going to show you what that looks like. And that's how
Exactly.
it's going to work.
Yeah.
Let the man do what he got to do. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're still playing this cat mouse game, and Russ, it'll only be a matter of time before Russ gets sick of it and Russ is like, you know what? Nah, I'm all set with this.
Yeah. There were some reports that he told some of his teammates, in other words, that he's not going anywhere and he's there for his brothers and go Hawks. Because, I love to say go Hawks.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how true that is. I mean, it's reports from his teammates. But maybe they had some closed door conversations with Russ.
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is how we're going to approach it. Can you dig that?
Yeah.
But they got to do it. Russ needs it. They got to do it. Look, I don't like all these moves that they made. Right? I feel like it's putting a band-aid on a huge gash, and you need to just stop the bleeding and do it right. And Seattle needs to move some money around, spend some money, and let this man try to bring you another championship because it's not cutting it. So for me, uh, I don't want to. Man, I feel like I'm going to be generous, but I don't want to be generous.
No,
I don't.
don't grade it yet. Don't grade it yet. Hold on. I still got some stuff that I got to say about this. Now,
Okay, but
I, I
all
kind
right.
I kind of want to divert a little bit from the Russ situation. Okay, I want to go back to some of the things that the O line is needing right now.
Yeah.
So obviously they lost Mike Ayupati, I think that's his name is.
Uh huh.
Mike Ayupati. So they lost him, but they picked up Gabe Jackson, obviously in a
Trade.
ditch effort to try and fill that gap, fill that void in that offensive line since losing him.
Right.
I really like the move. Again, yes, it is band aid, but overall, that type of doing something like that and bringing in Gabe Jackson, knowing that you just lost another offensive line, great move, like it. I like the Chris Carson move.
Yep. For
Okay,
sure.
I love re-signing Chris Carson. I can appreciate that. He's going to be their number one back,
Right.
and
Chris
he's
Carson, stop fumbling the ball.
yes, yes.
High and tight,
Stop.
baby. High and tight.
Listen, I want to say for the past 2 to 3 years, I've picked him on my fantasy, and he's my little hidden gem.
Right.
He's my little hidden gem, and when I know that he's about to face a specific team, then I put him in, and then he goes hard.
Right.
So anyways, but he's one of those elusive backs. So besides the whole fumbling thing, he's an elusive back that has really good field range, field view. He can he knows what holes he can go in and out of, and that is something that is awesome to have. And on
He's a
top of that,
beast.
when you got a gunslinger like Russell Wilson, somebody that can really get that ball off, and that can throw the ball like Russell Wilson in general, you want a back like that, somebody that, a back that can catch and fill those gaps, fill those voids, get that route run, be that check down guy. You know what I mean? And that's what Chris Carson is, that really plays a big difference in their game. And then another thing I wanted to address that you said was their wide receiver core, getting rid of Philip Dorsett and getting rid of Moore. They're definitely, I think when they go into this draft, they're going to try and find them a receiver.
Tons of depth. Tons of depth for a receiver in that draft.
Just to try and fill some of those voids, and again, it's about making Russ happy, so they're going to do what they can, but I'm not going to really, again, go into too much depth about that one. But the other pick that I did want to talk about too was the pickup of Witherspoon. So they lost Griffin. Griffin was a really great cornerback. But again, they filled that void by picking up Witherspoon. And so I love it. I love that move. Great. I just like the fact that they're filling voids. The only void that hasn't been filled throughout this whole entire thing is wide receiver. And that's the only thing they're needing right now, which is still, you could fill it up in the draft. That's not a problem.
No.
No.
Yeah. Speaking on wide receiver, a lot of depth in the draft. But Lockett, give it up. Get paid, brother. Get paid. Beautiful. He has great hands. Sticky, icky. Man, I love to see it. He's a baller. He makes some crazy catches, sideline catches, one-handed grab. You think that the corner's in perfect position, and he's not. He still makes the grab because Russell can fit it in some like tight windows over the top. Get paid, man. Love to see it. Deserves it. In my opinion, not going to be popular amongst a lot of people. He deserved to make more money than Kenny Golladay all day. He made it just under, and maybe he was just like, hey, hometown discount. I want to stay with the Hawks. Let's get this done. I want to sign an extension. This is where I want to be. But Lockett deserves more than Kenny Golladay. That's my opinion on that. But get paid, man.
No, you're right. Yo, you are so right, bro. I love, Tyler Lockett. Homeboy got glue on his hands.
Oh, yeah.
He can catch, but boy, before he even touches that ball, that route.
Oh, yeah.
Crisp.
It's speed.
It's crisp. He has speed. He has great route running, but that man gotta get paid.
Yep.
Gotta get paid for that.
Yeah.
So I like it.
Yeah. You like it? I love it. Absolutely love it.
Wait, so I want to rate mine before you give your rating. I want to rate mine.
All right.
So I like some of the moves. They're not really crazy moves, but if I'm going to rate this one, I think I'm going to rate this one I'm going to rate it a B.
Ooh, I tapped it so hard that it dropped. No. I will not let Seattle get away with this. There's no way. They're not getting the B out of me. I'm not going to be generous.
That's me being generous.
On the strength of re-signing Chris Carson and then getting a beautiful extension for Tyler Lockett, I give you a D. You get a D out of me, and that's what you're going to get. Yes, that is what Seattle's getting out of me. I don't care. Get Russ better protection. Make the moves. No,
Yo,
they get no sympathy out of me.
I thought you were gonna go with a C.
No, they're not getting a C. They're not getting a C. And if they didn't give Lockett that extension, they probably would have got
I
an
was
F.
being generous.
Yeah, no. Now, how dare you? How dare you give that? Unbelievable, man. He must be a Pete Carroll fan.
I like some of the moves. I mean, they weren't
Whatever.
too bad.
No,
All right.
you took it way too light.
You know what? I tried to be generous again, and that's part of the reason why they filled some of the gaps. They filled some of the voids
It's not a big.
in their in their and even with the voids that they had, they filled it with just as good people, if not better. So
They
that's
didn't get
why.
better. They didn't get
But
better.
but I mean, you know what? Forget you.
Whatever. Enjoy your B grade
You
grading
know
on a
what?
curve. Over
You
here
know
grading on
what?
a curve.
Seattle, it's a B from me. Okay.
Wow. They'll love you in Seattle. They will never welcome me back. And you know what? I remember all of you. Okay. I remember so many of you Seahawk fans when I wore my Patriots jersey throughout all the playoffs, all that season, and before the Super Bowl. And I remember, listen, quick story. So my manager at the time and I, we love to go to Target behind our job. So we took a break. I'm wearing my, Rob Ninkovich jersey. He's wearing his Hawks jersey. And we're throwing a football. So we like to throw the football on the way in the parking lot to Target. So he throws me a pass, I catch it, and we're right, those big ass red balls outside of Target that we're like, what the hell? Anyways, so we're passing those, and this lady comes out in her car and she's like, is that ball deflated?
Oh my god. Bruh, I can't with people, man. It's
Listen, Karen, I remember you. Okay.
I can't. You know what? We're not even gonna get into that. We're not even gonna get into that because that itself is one episode's worth of just talking. I'm not even gonna get into it. All I know is that as a Patriots fan, the most annoying thing is everyone coming up with some excuse as to why we're so good, and it is what it is. You're always gonna have somebody that's hating on the next one.
Yeah. I mean, I really wish I saw her after the Super Bowl. I mean, we just saw each other in public, but if I was able to catch her after the Super Bowl and
Throwing
be like,
hands.
really? You're not going to run the ball? Huh? Ask Malcolm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
dirty.
Why don't you ask Malcolm Butler if the ball was deflated? Because he caught that. It would have been terrible. But I digress.
Why didn't you run the ball, Seattle? We have questions.